East versus West have made a couple of rule changes, and now some of the fans are speculating that they did it just to help Devon defeat Vitaly Leletin. Let's take a look at the rule changes first.
Michael's really good at getting the straps. But
now you just have to get the straps once, right?
Second name of Devon.
That's true.
Second name of Devon is strap.
Yeah, that's right.
Where you go against a guy and then you have like 5 minutes rest. You have 10 minutes rest. 60 seconds rest.
Mm-hmm.
So it may be not enough time for you to recover. Because before they had like 90 seconds?
So the first change is 60-second rest between rounds instead of the usual 90 seconds. Second rule change is if you slip once, if one round starts in the strap, then all of the upcoming rounds, all of the remaining rounds will automatically start in a strap. We'll discuss towards the end of this video whether these rules help Devon or not. But before that, let's take a look at why they made these rule changes. If I were to guess, obviously they must have done it to save time. Robert has mentioned many times that if they want to go mainstream, they have to be under 3 hours. And right now, they are going over 4 hours. So now let's discuss whether these rule changes actually save time or not. The straight to strap rule in all of the rounds, I'm not sure if we can come to the conclusion that it is going to save some time or not. WL did that. All of their rounds started in straps if you couldn't start the match within 30 seconds. So basically, their referee's grip was a strap match. Did it save time? We need to compare it with something else. So I think on this topic, we need an Uncle Todd level study to compare the strap only matches with the non-strap matches, and only then we can come to a conclusion. Because yes, if you slip once, then it takes a lot of time, and then finally you go to the straps. So going straight to the strap can save some time. But there are many matches that do end without a slip. And in the strap, if you foul once or twice, or if the other guy also fouls, then you have to reapply the strap every time. And that takes a lot of time. So it's not a simple judgment. And now the second rule change, 60 seconds instead of 90 between rounds. Let's take a look at this East versus West card. We have about 12 matches on there, and let's assume that all of the matches have 5 rounds each. It's not really possible because many matches will be 3-0. Hypothetically, a couple of title matches can be 4-3, but that is extremely rare. All of the matches will have approximately 4 rounds each. But let's go with 5 for simpler calculation. If we save 30 seconds in all of the 5 rounds in all of the 12 matches on the card, we hypothetically save 30 minutes. But that is the maximum amount that we can actually save. Is that enough? I think it is, if it brings them from 4 hours to 3 hours 30 minutes. But then the natural question that arises after this rule change is, do we want arm wrestling to become an endurance sport? Because right now, it is a strength sport. I remember in the beginning, East versus West had 90 seconds rest between rounds, and then Engin changed it to 2 minutes. And I didn't see many people complaining back then. Everyone was saying that be strict with whatever time you decide to have between the rounds. So after that, it was back to 90 seconds, and now it is down to 60 seconds. To answer the endurance sport question, I personally think that strength matters a lot more in arm wrestling than endurance or even technique. Technique is basically strength applied in the correct areas and at the correct time, but it is always about strength. And that also means that you can try to be so strong that endurance doesn't even matter. So what's the problem with the 60-second rest? People say that MMA is a whole body sport. You go for 5 minutes and then you get 1 minute rest. So why do arm wrestlers who just arm wrestle with a single arm need 90 seconds or 120 seconds of rest? It seems like a fair question, but when you think about it, there are a lot of body parts to use in that game. But in arm wrestling, you are going all out 100% with just your right arm. So naturally, it can get more exhausted. It's not like if you get tired by punching, you can use your kicks. No, in arm wrestling, you cannot use anything else. You have to use your arm. The same goes for wrestling too. And having less time in those sports do make sense, because let's say if somebody gets tired and he gets knocked out. Knockouts are exciting in UFC or in MMA. So it's not really a problem to have somebody gassed out in an MMA match. the knockouts become exciting to the fans. The equivalent of a knockout in arm wrestling is a flash pin. And no, it's not a broken arm, it is a flash pin. And flash pins aren't exciting unless you are that hardcore fan who supports his favorite athlete so much that he doesn't even care about a good match, he wants all flash pins. Those guys are very rare. Even in wrestling, if somebody gets tired, then he can get potentially rolled all over the mat, or maybe if the fans are lucky, he can get suplexed. Again, it makes the sport more exciting. I'm personally not a huge fan of both of these rule changes. So let's discuss what they should have done instead of this. They should have enforced the 90 seconds rule more strictly. Make a rule where if you don't put your elbow on the elbow pad in less than 100 seconds, you get an immediate foul. And no chalk or no lifting of your elbow is allowed after that 100-second time expires. With the 60-second rules, arm wrestlers are going to take 90 seconds anyways because they won't be strict with that. There is no way they will be strict with that. I can bet money on that. And the second thing is, they should have had 10 matches instead of 12. Everyone was criticizing Engin for having too many matches. Why aren't they down to 10 matches already? Cutting down 2 matches on a card saves 40 minutes right there without doing anything. It won't hurt the pay-per-view sales, and it will help them save some money. I do get the part where they want to give more athletes a chance to compete, then maybe organize one more event in 1 year. That's all you need to do. We must go under 3 hours to be mainstream, and then having 12-13 matches on a card. These things cannot be taken seriously simultaneously. One has to go. So finally, are these rule changes done to help Devon Larratt defeat Vitaly Laletin? On the right arm, I would say a definite no. As of today, we have to believe that Devon can defeat anyone in this world except Levan without relying on endurance. And Devon cannot defeat Levan even after relying on endurance. So these rule changes are not going to help Devon on the right arm, and Devon can slip against anyone. But on the left arm, it's slightly different. If Devon were to defeat Vitaly or Dadikian or Alijan or Levan or maybe Kamil Jablonski in the future, all left arm matches, he has to rely on endurance in all of those matches. Without endurance, he isn't going to win even one of them. Can Vitaly prevent Devon from slipping? People used to say that Michael can slip against everyone, but in one of the rounds, he wasn't able to slip. So he lost that round without a slip. Can Devon lose a round without a slip? I think Kamil did that against Devon on the left arm a couple of years ago. Can Vitaly do that? Maybe, but chances are very low. Overall, I would say I don't think these rule changes are made to help Devon. I think they have made these rule changes to reduce the overall time of the event, but I don't think the execution is right. Even though the idea is good, but the execution isn't. They could have done some better things to achieve the same result that they will be getting, or even better than the result that they will be getting after these 2 rule changes. That's all I have to say about this in this video. Thanks for watching. I'll see you again.